Hello everyone, I'm Rosina Amodik from Fellowship Mission School. In this video, I'm going to cover a topic that is histograms in Python. So now, what is histogram? Histogram is a plot that is used to show frequency distribution of a set of continuous data. If I want to show frequency of my data, then I can use histogram to display the frequency of my continuous data. Here you can see the syntax or the method what we use to create histogram is hist with two different arguments. First parameter is columns and second parameter is beans. First parameter columns means only columns what are specified in your data frame. If you want particular column, then you can specify that column name using column attribute. The second parameter is bean, which is used to divide frequency in a number of parts. Here in the figure you can see the red line shows the bean, that is the part in which the frequency is been divided. If you don't specify bean, then by default the value of bean will be taken as 10. Here is the example. I'm going to use two different library. One is Pandas and one is Matplot library. Pandas is used because I'm going to create data frame. Matplot library is used to display my plots on the screen. Here you can see I'm using pl.show function so that my frequency should be displayed on the screen. Okay, now here we will see the practical of histogram. As I said, two libraries will be used. One is Pandas and one is Matplot library. I'm going to create a data frame. Name of the data frame is D. Okay, and there are 10 elements in my data frame. The very first thing, whenever histogram is drawn, the data is being sorted in ascending or descending manner. Here the data is sorted in ascending. Already the data is given in ascending order. There won't be any sorting. Next is I'm going to use hist method. Okay, hist in bracket I'm going to give beans equals to 10. Okay, it means this data frame or this element should be divided in 10 different parts. Age color equals to red, it means the color of the edges of beans should be in red color. Then I'm going to print x. X is nothing but this histogram, and after that pl.show. Due to this method, pl is nothing but object of matplot library. So due to this method, the frequency will be displayed on your screen. So now I will run the program. Okay, here is the output. The number of beans is 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And as I have 1 से लेके 2 के range में I have only one element, so the frequency is 1. 2 से लेके 3 के बीच में one element, so the frequency is 1. Okay, now here I will show you how the beans are calculated. The very first thing is the data is sorted. After the data is sorted, the maximum element of the data, here the maximum element of the data is 10. So it will be 10 minus the minimum element. What is the minimum element? 1. So 10 minus 1, which will give me 9. This answer, that is 9, will get divided by the number of beans. The number of beans is 10. So 9 divided by 10, which will give me answer as 0.9. So the frequency will get divided in 0.9. So the range of frequency will be from the minimum element. What is the minimum element? 1. So here the range of frequency will be from the least element, that is 1. So 1 से लेके 0.9 will get added, that is 1.9. Second range will be 1.9 से लेके again 0.9 will get added, that is 2.8. So on it will go till the end of the element, that is maximum number of the element 10. So this is how the division of frequency will take place. Now here we will see, you can see from first element to that is 1.9. After 1.9 से लेके 2.8. Similarly, the frequency will range till 10. Okay, we will see one more example again to libraries I'm going to import, and I'm going to define a data frame with this element, and in hist I'm going to divide the beans in 5 different parts, and the color of the edges should be red. Same program but different elements. Now here you can see these elements are not sorted. So the very first thing in the data frame will be these elements will get sorted. So now we will see how the elements will get divided. The highest element, what is the highest element? 75. So 75 minus the lowest element. What is the lowest element? 10. So 75 minus 10, which will give me 65. Now this 65 will get divided by the number of beans. The number of beans is 5. So 65 divided by 5, which will give me answer as 13. So the range of every bin will be 13. Here I've divided the range so that it is easier for you all to understand. The range will be starting from the least element. In this series, the least element is 10. So 10 plus the range, that is 13. 10 plus 13, that is 23. So 10 से लेके 23. Similarly 23 to 36, 36 to 49, 49 to 62, and 62 to 75. Now in the range of 10 to 23 there is only one element, that is 10. ये सारे elements में 10 से लेके 23 में सिर्फ एक ही एलिमेंट है, that is 10. 23 से 36 के बीच में there are 4 elements, 28, 35, 24 and 30. So the number of elements in this range will be 4. Similarly, the number of elements in this range will be 5, and number of elements in this range is 2, and last में there will be 3 elements. So now I will run this program. I'll put this in comments. Here you can see the frequency. Okay, 10 से लेके 23, from 23 to 36, from 36 to 49, from 49 to 62, and 62 to 75. Here is the distribution, you can just tally it. And the number of beans are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now you can see as I have divided the element, 10 से 23 के बीच में there is only one element. So you can see this frequency goes only till 1. 23 से 36 के बीच में 4 elements. So this frequency will go till 4. Next 5, so this frequency will go till 5. Next again 2, so this frequency will go till 2. Next is 3, so this frequency will go till 3. So this is how the Python histogram works. I hope this video will be useful for you to understand the concept of histogram. Thank you.